the 76ers.
Mhm.
4-0. Knicks looking like a juggernaut. What did you see in this series, and what do you think the Knicks can do to build on from here?
You know, I got to the point where it was by like game 3. I thought game 2, I'm like, yeah, this is over. I could just tell. Game 3 and 4 was just more formality of what was already kind of happening. I think that the Knicks didn't just beat Philly; they actually exposed a lot of who Philly truly is that Boston was unable to do. The inconsistent shooting on Philly's team, the defensive breakdowns, the over reliance on Embiid and Maxey to create, shots and get everybody else involved. And, New York employed something I think no one really saw coming, which is Karl Anthony Towns really being the offensive initiator. So that for me was a shock and surprise that we haven't seen of the Knicks even before we got to the playoffs. New York's ability to actually knock shots down, the spacing they had on the floor, the ball movement was much better from series to series. And the fact that they set a record for 3-point shooting, the Knicks, like I would expect the Warriors or even OKC or some of these other teams, but never the Knicks to be a 3-point juggernaut. And it just they couldn't do any wrong. And they didn't even have old boy OG, right? Like he was out, and they still rolled on. So,
Yeah, he didn't play game
I
3 or
think
game 4.
yeah. So I think, the Knicks are actually onto something with Karl Anthony Towns running the show because it gets Brunson off the ball, creates more screening opportunities to get him free, lets him save and conserve some energy. And if you can get McBride off the bench and Hart knocking shots down, and Bridges actually shows up on the offense end, I mean they could be dangerous in the Eastern Conference. I'll leave it at that. That's a little foreshadowing cliffhanger.
All right, so let me get to this series. Let me get to this. You had it wrong. I had it wrong, and damn it, we were duped, man. The Embiid sighting in the
Hoodwinked.
Celtics game in the Celtics series,
Yeah.
we overthought that so much. And I'm just going to
Mhm.
say me. I ain't going to even say. I'm going to say I did. I thought I was coming on here with aha. I got something for you, but you know what happened? They brought the brooms out, man. They dusted them all up. They brought the brooms out. And I'm so sick. Look, this is like the 4th time I've got duped by Embiid, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I will not.
Mhm.
The process has been gone. They got processed cheese. Everything's processed. But let's get to this series. The Knicks have impressed me. They very well have impressed me. With everything you said, the offense as you just described. You described the Golden State offense. Mike Brown was after he left Cleveland. He coached.
Mhm.
Remember, he coached there for a while
Yeah.
while Kerr was out, and then he was on his staff. So him getting Karl Anthony Towns as the point forward was genius. I think he averaged over seven and a half assists for the series.
Mhm.
You get that, like you said, you get Deuce McBride coming off the bench looking like Reggie Miller. You get Landry Shamet coming off the bench and him hitting some buckets.
Right.
And I know the 76ers had to be sick because he used to be a 76er. And I saw
Right.
when he played for the 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, and that hair is crazy. It looked like a lollipop that fell on the ground, right? Like,
Man,
or
hey,
rolling around on the carpet.
hey, that mop top.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So I believe that McBride coming off the bench doing great. They're actually using the bench, unlike last year under
Mhm.
Tibbs. I don't know how they're good. They're dangerous. I think they could win the East, but I still have the Pistons coming out. So, I picked that series. We'll talk about that later.